how did this girl go from being a girl from a tiny town in Saskatchewan, Canada, who went to school to be a high school biology and chemistry teacher, now being a stay-at-home working mom, mainly working online? It's confusing and it seems so not real. Some people might say, oh, that's a scam, that's whatever you're doing. I've been doing it for 8 years now, and it's been the single greatest blessing to our family's life. And me being able to help other people do this too is the best feeling. And it's cool because the top two coaches that I've helped got started, they both just started as customers wanting to work on their health and fitness. Both of them weren't comfortable in their bodies, so that's how they started in my online gym. But they are from Saskatchewan as well, but from a farm, so even tinier, close by me, and then also from a city close by near me. So it's like sometimes people think, oh my gosh, I have to be from a big city, or I have to sign up early, or they have all these things in their mind, and it's like, no. The people who are successful coaches are the ones who know they're meant for more and who love to help other people. And they've got a strong work ethic. If you have that, it doesn't matter where you're from, Saskatchewan or a big city or whatever it may be. And also, I never want people to think, oh my gosh, I have to be a fitness professional or like a coach to do this. And I'm like, no, that's not what this is. These fitness programs, these nutrition programs, these are created by the top professionals in the world. Your job is to simply share your journey, motivate others by not being perfect, and support them on their journey. That's it. That's your job. You are an individual simply pairing with a company that you believe in. And it transformed my life, getting my health under control, ripple affected into everything else, into my relationship with Steve, my mental health, everything. And that's why I fell in love with this years ago. So back when I was in grade 8, I have 3 sisters. My older sister ordered a DVD workout program called Turbo Jam off of the TV. Shalene Johnson, I don't know if you love her, I love her. So I'd see my older sister doing these workouts, and I'm like, gosh, dang it, those look like so much fun. But your older sister doesn't let you touch her stuff, so I wasn't allowed to touch them. But when she wasn't home, I would take those DVDs, I'd pop it in and I'd do it. There was good music, it was like dancing. It wasn't working out for me at that point, but through the rest of high school, I would invite my girlfriends, Rebecca and Christy, over to do these workouts with me. And when Shalene Johnson came out with new ones like Turbo Fire or Shalene Extreme, we would kind of put some money together and order them and share the DVDs. And I think we illegally burnt Insanity and P90X in high school too. But hey, we all did it, right? And then, so that was kind of my first introduction to fitness. And I did not know these were Beachbody, the brand, the company, workouts at the time. So fast forward, I was going to university. I fell in love with going to the gym in the evenings. That was like Stephen and I's hobby. Well, we Monday to Thursday, and then party and drink too much and eat crappy food on the weekends, and then redo it all during the week. So it wasn't the healthiest lifestyle, but that's what I loved. And I did the odd at-home workout between there. So when I finished university, I finished with a Bachelor of Science degree in biology, minor in chemistry, and a Bachelor of Education degree. So I was going to be a high school biology and chemistry teacher. And I was about to move back home, living with my parents. I just want to check if my video is still recording and I didn't run out of space on my phone. Yes, we're still going. Perfect. So I was moving back in with my parents. Stephen had already moved back in with his parents after university. We couldn't afford a home together yet. And I took my first full-time teaching position. So we're both living with our parents, don't have any money, gonna start my first full-time teaching position. And I was like, okay, Morgs, you're not gonna have time to go to the gym. So you gotta figure something else out to keep yourself on track. So I'm like, hey, I used to love these workout DVDs, but I've never actually done one from start to finish. They were DVDs back then. Now it works like Netflix, but for workout and nutrition programs. So it's all online or on the app. But I was like, hey, I'll go order a new DVD program with my credit card because I don't have any money. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the calendar. I'm going to do it in my parents' basement, start to finish. And that'll help me stay on track while I'm a new teacher. And that's exactly what I did. And I knew nobody who was a coach. I didn't really use social media, nothing. But I went online and ordered the program. Then I came across a little tab on the website that said, become a coach. And I told Steven about it. He's like, well, Marks, that sounds kind of cool. You've always loved fitness. You've even been like, hey, I want to be a personal trainer or open up a gym, but those things just didn't align. I didn't want to, personal train on somebody else's schedule, only when they could train, and opening up a gym was just not financially possible. So he's like, just sign up. And I'm a terrible decision maker, so I did not sign up. But I kept talking about it. And finally the week went by and he's like, Morgan, if you do not sign up, I'm just gonna sign you up so you stop talking about this. So I decided to sign up to be a coach. And after that, I learned about Shakeology. So I ordered that, which I paid the maximum amount you can pay to sign up to be a coach, because they actually have a package, a total solution package with the workouts, supplements, and the coach sign up fees waived, and you bundle them. It's like super cheap, like $140. Yeah, mine was not that because I did everything separate. And yeah, so I decided I didn't really do supplements at the time. I had ruined my gut health with crappy supplements from like Popeyes and all those supplement stores, but live and learn. So I'm like, I'll just try this Shakeology for a month and see. And I'm like, if I'm gonna share this, I need to believe in it. So I actually didn't work out for the first month. I only used Shakeology, and it completely changed my digestion, which I struggled with. I really struggled with bloating and just like a full feeling after I ate and all of this. So the changes I felt were incredible. And like, actually my dad started drinking it because I was living with him too. And he's like, Mark, this is amazing. So my belief grew in that, and then I started the program. I got in a challenge group or an online gym. So we had support and accountability through this program. And I reached out to the coach I signed up with, which I knew nothing about. I just signed up with like a random person. And she's like, okay, we'll watch this new coach training video. So I sat down and I watched it, and everything changed. And I told Steven, I said, this is the thing I was missing that I didn't even know I was missing. Because all of growing up and through university, a lot of my friends knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to be, I've got amazing friends who are doctors now, or nurses, or teachers, or they knew. And for some reason I thrived at school. Like, I'm a smart girl. I graduated, top of my class, distinction in university, all of that. But for some reason, I never knew what I wanted to do. And I'm raised in a very traditional town, traditional family, which is phenomenal. But it was get good grades, go to university, get a good job with, a decent wage, but mainly with good benefits and a good pension plan. And that's what I did. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But inside of me was like, I don't know what job I want, but I know what type of life I want. And I didn't want a life that was ran by work hours. I'm an extremely hard worker, but I know I don't need to work 9 to 5 to get my work done. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool to be able to wake up early, do a little work out at like 9 or 10 a.m., when I have kids, be able to pick them up and drop them off at school and be at all their sporting events and stay up late to work if I have to, if I want to be with them all day, and still earn a significant income. So my family had freedom and not financial stress. I hear you. And I'm like, Morgs, that sounds so silly. Like, that job does not exist. So I went ahead, obviously, became a teacher, all of that. And as soon as I started teaching, I just developed this anxiety, which I never had before. I'm like, I love these students. I love this career. It's the most underrated career in the world, but I feel so restricted, income-wise, freedom-wise, time-wise. I feel stressed to make like a doctor's appointment. Then I got to plan for a sub, and I'm like, at that time I didn't have kids. I'm like, what am I going to do when I have my kids? So when I watched that new coach training video and I started to understand what coaching was and what the potential was, and I could do it on the side and grow it while I was a full-time teacher, and it involved health and fitness and a company that I loved already. And I just had to support other people and get over my fear of social media and just start sharing stuff. And I could start hosting like a little local workout get together, and we could go on trips. And I was just like, Steve, I don't know anybody who does this, but I want to do this. And I think I can do this. And nobody saw me do it for those first few years. I would wake up really early or stay up late and do it. So nobody really knew what I was doing. They called it my workout work or my computer work. But slowly but surely, my income started to grow, and it surpassed my teaching income. And at that point, I decided to step back from teaching and just sub for a couple years. And then after those couple years, I decided to stop subbing and just help Steven at his business. And then once we had Ella, I just do this a couple hours a day. I don't really work at the store much. However, yesterday I did to help Steven. And this is what I do. And like I said, it's blessed our family financially, but more so just we get to be together a lot. I get to use my passion for wellness and helping other people. And I truly feel like I'm still teaching, but in a different way. A lot of coaches still continue to work their normal jobs because they love them. And that's phenomenal. This can just be done on the side, or it can be your full-time. It just really depends what a person wants. And that's how I got started. That's my story. And I think it's sometimes nice to hear where people got started, how they began, so you can kind of see like, oh, shoot, I thought I could never do something like this, but hearing her story, maybe I could do something like this. So I hope, whether you've been considering coaching or not, maybe you haven't even, and you just wanted to hear kind of where I came from. I hope this helped you. And I hope if coaching has been on your mind, you have somebody like Steve to be like, just do it already. This life is short. And the worst thing that can happen is you get more accountability on your own wellness journey, and you become part of a supportive community. And I think we all need more of that right now.